And it is time for Worlds to continue. Knockouts, match number 2, quarterfinals. And we have an actual, mystery in this one because we have the 1 seed from the LCK taking on the 1 seed from the LPL already. Bilibili Gaming, Hanwha Life Esports, face off. And this is odd because this is a matchup we were expecting to at least be a quarter or like a semifinals match, but because of how things played out, and of course the luck of the draw, but mostly how the Swiss stage played out, HLE went 3-1, Bilibili going 3-2. We're in a bit of a funky position, and yeah, the highest expectation champions are here. Like, the LCK and LPL champions face off to open top 8 for a shot at Weibo Gaming. It's just kind of weird, honestly. But we're right into the draft for game number 1. And Aurora going to be taken away, which means BLG have to ban the Yone here at some point. Because Zeka has been... Almost lost something. Almost knocked over stuff. Zeka has been rather good at the champion. I wanted to look at BLG versus the LCK because that was a thing that has been a bit of a historic talking point, of course. And over the past 2 years, they've only been to internationals over the past 2 years. But since MSI 2023, a bit of a fall off, 5-2 against Korea, but they've lost 2 of their last 3 best of 5s against them. Both of them to Gen.G, of course. It was a pair of 3-1s at MSI in upper finals and grand finals, but that is a Silas first pick for Zeka. And not only is Silas just re-entering meta, he is one of the champions Zeka originally made his name on at the World Championships back in 2022, so confidence exudes. Ari going into the hands of Knight. Confidence. It's going to be Vi, Ari. Very good first rotation very good first pair of picks for Bilibili Gaming. Vi Ari, you want to get Ari in the hands of Knight, and that is a perfect jungle to pair with it. Just giving that extra lockdown, that chase opportunity is super important. And now the Gnar coming through for Doron. Volibear hover is crazy, but it will be the Poppy locked in for Peanut or Delight. We'll see. It's probably going to go into the hands of Peanut here. Yeah. I always think, I mean, he has the Akali skin, I believe. But Zeka, 9-2 on the international stage on Silas. He cut his teeth on this champion. And he's pretty damn good at it. Not gonna lie. Been going to lock in the Rumble to match up into this Gnar. And with the top half secured, it's not a terrible first round. They're going to need that key engage piece from on to really get this Rumble specifically enabled. But it's very solid either way. Oh, no, it could be Poppy on Peanut here. I think it would make sense for it to be on Peanut. Has Zeka played it? Yes, he's 1-0 so far this tournament. Okay. I just wanted to check because I feel, well, not even feel, I just know. I remember the Silas plays, man. I remember some of the crazy garbage you were able to pull off. some of the things Zeka got away with. Kai'Sa and Sedge are going to be taken away here. Xayah can't really go forwards onto a Xayah. Have you tried? Have you tried using Violity on a Xayah? She just doesn't really pay attention to it. Ashe going to be the final ban away. That would have been very fun to see. Not good, but it would have been, or not a smart idea, but it would have been extremely fun to see the Ashe go through and pick up some extra snipes. Who's highest win rate right now? Silas, yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting Silas is 100%. He's playing so well this tournament. And the players on him have been playing so well. It is going to be the Rel locked in. I was assuming it was either going to be that or there's not many other options, really. Rel is just the de facto support at this point. That it's not really surprising they didn't go for it. Or that they did go for it. My bad. Not that they didn't go for it, because they are. Ezreal going to be in the hands of Viper. Okay. Yeah, it's Rel. I should have said Rel. For most deaths. I said Maokai. I'm used to old meta. And Alistar going to be the pairing with it. So it is Poppy Jungle. Okay, I was right. What's the Poppy Jungle stats looking like? And Miss Fortune going to be the final pick. This is very good. MF not really underperforming. We weren't expecting her to be a super. Have we not seen Jungle Poppy? We have not seen a Jungle Poppy this tournament, so I lied. Okay. Just none of them. I thought it was at least going to be one, but we've seen not a nil ploie. That's not a saying. Not a nil zip nilch. Not one Jungle Poppy at the tournament so far, so Peanut going to be a trailblazer at Worlds 2024. And besides that, it's falling back to old comforts for them. Hanwha, they're going to set up for some team fights. They have some really good ultis to steal. I'm assuming they're going to steal the Vi for the most part because they want to get that extra lockdown. They, again, can steal any ultimate. And pretty much all of them will be super efficient. I mean, I don't want to know how much Magnet Storm's going to do or Bullet Time. It's going to be very dangerous. This Silas is kind of free to do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to be an engage for his team. He can. He has ultimates like the cease and desist available to him. So it's always the cease and desist, the Magnet Storm, as we are into game number 1. Oh, it's time. But cease and desist, Magnet Storm, he can be this big engage tool. But wow, that is dark. Okay. As already jumping in onto Bin. As there's Peanut. Doesn't get the stun, but I don't know if he needs it. But Bin's going to be able to just walk barely in time to his turret. And they're going to keep the dive going. Zeka doesn't even need to hit anything. Delight with the headbutt. First blood, but Doron traded back. And now Delight forced to flash away. Does he get out with his life? He will make it out. But chaos to kick off this match. I like it. I'm digging it. And despite the first blood going through, BLG even out the play. Now, a lot of people are expecting HLE to win this. As Doran's up here now, so On's play not going to work out, but people are expecting an HLE win just because of the form that they've been in comparatively. BLG took a really long time to get into shape at Worlds so far, which is odd because they haven't really been doing that all year. ever since they took up the mantle of #1 LPL from Gen.G, they have been lights out. They cruised to consecutive LPL championships. They had a phenomenal showing against every team not named Gen.G at the World Champ or at MSI. Like, this team has so easily and like willingly, it's a hand-in-hand acceptance of the title, but it just has not shown at Worlds. It's only the second time this team has made Worlds. It's only their 4th international event, but it feels like they haven't. Oh, that was, oh my god, that was something. I could not tell what that noise was, but just, he just seems so shaken this tournament. Very odd. Okay, we're not swapping back, but we're sending Elk solo to the top lane now. As Elk is... Ooh, Nightheart has Darkseer. Yeah, that is expected. Zeka, or not Zeka, they said Zeka, I meant to say Knight. Knight is going to be in a really good spot as the wraparound coming in for BLG, but Zeka going to be able to just dash away with the abscond. Now, kind of a 3v3 here. The supports are playing really aggressive since they have their full kits available to them besides ultimates. They're just free to run around. Charm not going to connect. This should be a minion dropped. We'll see if it's another one on top of it. I believe that's Cannon Wave as well. So the pressure Knight can put on is going to be really important to expand his already sizable lead because of that follow-up kill to First Blood on Delight. Or not Delight, onto... No, that was... Or Doron. He was hanging on the bush. I don't know. Kind of hung around for too long. If anything, sacrifice the Moo Cow. Knight tanks a turret shot, but Zeka forced to base. And no teleport means that he's going to be missing something. And Knight's just going to be able to shove this in and get a reset as well. No ultis on the map yet. That is going to become a really important point. Obviously, their ultimate abilities. That's the point. He's not going to reset. Okay. Now we can reset. Peanuts here, that's why. As there's the equalizer coming down as that ulti comes online. He's going to use it to get shoved, and he's taking the base here. Going to give a lot of map control, not just some, as even without the equalizer, just having that base, that would be very silly. Just having that rumble on a reset timer, heading up to your next team fight, pressure that puts on is really huge. And now that it's a steel cat, it's a Tabby's build, okay. Tabby's rush means that pretty much everyone on the enemy team gonna be hitting you a lot lighter, a lot softer on those hits. But they got the push in the top lane. They rotated Bin up. There's no chance. Doron makes a play. This should be an easy 3 grubs to BLG, and they will get a pretty healthy advantage in this game. Has been able to grab that teleport into the bot lane as well. And everything is coming up BLG right now. We'll have to see how these fights go as the game goes on, as it's not going to be a pretty massive lead the entire time. Hopefully. It's not even a massive lead. It is all on Knight. But neither team really has done a ton to test each other. A little bit of poking and prodding from Knight and Zeka looking for a play, but that's about all we got so far. Otherwise, it was that top play to kick off the game and nothing else really, as Delight going to land his insect, we'll call it, as Zeka coming in with the Spirit Rush, the crash down from On, but it's not going to be enough. Zeka will pick up the first kill of this actual game. The first actual kill of this game that isn't a level 1 is going to be a not even an evening. He is a wave behind, so a neutralizing of the kill gold, at least in this mid lane, as Zeka is going to really enjoy having that. Still behind in farm. They did have to sacrifice a bit for that play. And now Peanut wrapping around onto Knight. The abduct connects, but Knight able to flash ulti away before he can get hit by the steadfast presence. But that is a massive pair of CDs burned. Oh, a massive pair of cooldowns burned on Knight. He has no defensive tools now. If Zeka... Wow. That charm is kind of nuts. The light up here to help Wave get pushed out. Now these ADCs going to be up in the top side. 2 minutes till the Void grows. I was going to say Scuttle. Not Scuttle. Coming up in the bot side. Not even on the top side. It's unrelated. But Viper, forced to jump away with the Arcane Shift on. Not going to really be able to follow it up. Had Flash. Had Q Flash if you wanted to go for it. Doesn't. Bot lane's pretty much dead even. Just trying to find the break point for either of these teams. What are they going to... What's the fight going to be? Because Zeka's kill really only neutralized the gold in that mid lane, and even then, he's starting to fall behind in CS. As that's how lanes usually work. Your Silas into Ahri. It's not going to be a fun time. But these two teams so evenly matched generally across the board. Besides the mid lane farm kind of just being miserable because of the matchup. I mean, no matter who you put him into, Zeka's not going to really have a fun time farming. As Shun hanging off to the side, unspotted. Nah, he's just going to have to wrap around, call it a day. And Grubs in 7 seconds. They have push in top and mid again. Which means Hanwha are just going to have to give over this play. They can't get this grub. They can't get the good grubbins. And it should be Void Mites pretty easily over to Bilibili. But they're going to teleport in everybody. They're going to get the 4 at least. But how many are they going to finish it up with? Jun vault breakering back to his team. Smite goes down to Peanut. As there's the jump onto Viper. Jun is laying in the damage. The bullet time almost catches 3, but Zeka has taken out On. And now Jun going to give over his ultimate. He's going to drive it right into Elk. The crash, or not the crash down. The equalizer goes down, but it's not going to do enough damage. Viper has found Elk. Zeka, double kill. And that is turning the tides for Hanwha. They lose the grubs. They win the fight. And now 1,500 gold ahead as a reward. I didn't think they were going to pull the trigger. I thought they were just going to say, that's a lost objective. Just give it over. But they pull the trigger on this play. And it goes so well. They get 1 grub. That's irrelevant, really. But that gets the healing. Cancels the crash down. Viper jumps away from Jun, actually. Bullet time is only hitting onto Delight at that point. Zeka's in the back, or not even in the back line, just in the front line. running it down your entire team as he keeps going forwards. The equalizer is just not strong enough yet, and there's not really any lockdown, so HLE are just walking around it for the most part until they could jump over it. And that is so well played by Hanwha Life Esports. They navigate the team fight perfectly. Viper all alone in the 1v1 survives and thrives. And that, I believe, will not only overcome the CS difference, but will actually give Zeka the CS advantage, as he was free to farm for quite a while. And that's a Rocket Belt already finished. Malignance for Knight on the other side. You can go Malignance on the Silas here. I don't think it's good because you don't really need it. Jun is up. Doron is going to be able to flash away. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive this. The equalizer already burned. There's the Vault Breaker follow. There is the missile coming in, and Bin's going to pick up the kill with the assistance of his jungler. And Doron gets Triforce. He's chilling. And that's first items across the board for Hanwha Life Esports, as they're going to get the Drake here and even this one out. They know that Jun's in the top side, and there's pretty much no contest that can come through if they tried. Bloodthirster. This is pre-Bloodthirster nerfs. And I don't even know. Do you still rush it on Misfortune? That I don't know. You could still. Probably. Bloodthirster. Really good. I don't know if it's as good. But still good. That Dark Seal has gotten nothing. But he hasn't lost any stacks on it, technically. He bought it after the kill. And then went to lane. But would like to start stacking it. BLG have not. There's only one team fight, and it was a 4-0 obliteration. To put it nicely. One team fight. 4-0 destruction by Hanwha Life Esports in it. Now with the Rift Herald up, there's an opportunity. Again, let me remind you. They're talking about Zeka on stream, and absolutely super deserved, because they're talking about his Silas, how he casually won a world championship on it. Yeah, didn't get the skin for him, but did rather well for himself. 8-2 en route to a rookie world, not rookie actually, he was on BLG before that, ironically, but en route to a world championship win from the 4 seed. Think he's a little good at it. Rift Herald, not even going to be a fight. HLE just gonna get it. They're going to put 4 in top lane, sacrifice some bot lane pressure. Equalizer goes down. I don't think it kills the wave in time even, as Rift Herald is here. Peanut's going to tank this up. That won't really dissuade him from finishing off this top turret. They do not get first turret. That goes in the bot lane. They put a lot of pressure onto Zeka there. But Doron running away. They get the second charge down. They're going to eject one, and now Knight can't really go in as the charm goes down. He's just going to use it to dash over the wall. Zeka's here to cover. Doron goes mega. And that means that BLG get the turret in the bot lane to close the gold gap a little bit with first turret gold. Does not quite work out. They give over still another tier 1. Or not another tier 1, but they give over a tier 1 in trade and a good chunk on that tier 2. And then they go teleport for teleport with Zeka. So mid laner's not going to have teleport available to them. They're just going to have to walk, as top laners are going to sit in the bot side here. Break up in 2 minutes. Yeah, no teleport on top lane, and there's no global ultimate for Zeka to steal, where you can fly down to bot lane. There's only a couple of those. Galio, Pantheon, technically Vex and Briar, if you can even consider those. Conditional movement. Ow. Both supports spotted out, hovering their ADCs. They're not going to be able to make any plays. And we already had the calm before the storm, so we're going to have the calm before the calm. So this is the calm before the storm before the calm before the storm. Trying to layer it. Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But we're really waiting for a second team fight that's going to break this game open, because that first team fight gives HLE the 1k gold lead, puts HLE in a pretty strong position, but they haven't really been able to stretch that beyond a Rift Herald and a Dragon. This next team fight should break this game open for real, for real. I want to see a team fight. Break up in 25 seconds. Doran has teleport. No Mega Gnar going to be available, though, at the start of this fight. But Jun not even in the bot side right now. Haven't spotted Doran out. Should be able to grab this turret pretty easily. This ulti going to connect onto part of the wave, but it's only going to... It's not even going to delay the inevitable. It didn't slow it down at all. And BLG have been playing this Ahri Vi Siege, I guess Siege play, very well so far. You know, already starting this Drake, but is going to have to back off as Elk and On rotate down, and now Jun coming in. And Viper, how hard is Viper going to shred this team? He's coming up to Manamune now, as there's the jump in onto Peanut. And a nice two-man ulti with the Keeper's Verdict, but it's not going to matter quite yet. Doran. He's got to find an angle, forcing the flash out of On here. He's going to just throw a boulder, not going to connect with anyone. And HLE have pushed BLG out of the pit for now. But have they gotten much else? They're not going to be able to do the Drake yet. Jun still alive, still pretty healthy as well. And that means that it has been delayed. It's another kill going over to BLG as the gold is back to dead even. Hanwha just don't have any damage on their jungle, which is not really the jungle's fault. The play's fault for them not setting it up properly. They'll get the Drake eventually, but is a bit of a setup error by them to not have Viper or Zeka covering to help Peanut with that dragon so they can rush it down while they know Jun is in the top side. Peanut doesn't have damage to objectives. At least not this objective. If it were Grubs, then yes, but this isn't Grubs. And he doesn't have the Bombies upgrade finish yet. So he's a little stuck when it comes to damage options. Still dead even in gold. The Drake did nothing because Drakes are worth 25. Second item for both mid laners. Second item for these ADCs coming through. That is a Mortal Reminder. Going to be very nice into the Silas. Not the Gnar. Are we going to see anti... It's Morello's or bust. The sword is really bad. The chainsword, not so great. We're not seeing a Mortal Reminder out of Ezreal. Trust me. So what are we going to see here? As we're waiting on the second Rumble item, but we're still waiting on Sterex for... So it's not that big a deal. It's going to be the Riftmaker 4 been finished. So that's going to make his fight a lot stronger. Obviously, the passive is ramping up after 8 seconds in combat. Gain 10% Omnivamp and deal percent true damage and deal percentage of your damage as true damage or something like that. I don't know. I haven't built Riftmaker in a long. It's been a while since I built Riftmaker, to put it nicely. You're not gonna get chunked to half health almost. Knight is really strong in this area right now. Despite the kills, has been keeping pace with Zeka pretty well. Where's HLE? Oh my god, the jungle advantage. 30 CS ahead almost. Version, that is a tough situation. 20 CS ahead in the top lane. Doran's been involved in a lot of the kills for Hanwha, which does even it out a little. How are we going to see this team take advantage of this nothing happening part? Because they can't really push out any particular play to go for anything. Like we've seen BLG just two different times send Jun and Knight to the same side of the map and just pressure one laner out until they got the turret. And we haven't seen HLE really set up anything like that in particular. They haven't really made any big pushes for turrets, and they can't really force any team fights. Position they're in right now. Dead even. It's a lot of damage from Viper, though, as he has his Manamune finish. Or Muramana. Finished. Oh? Oh, okay. I just saw the Vault Breaker, and I was very confused. No, they are not going for Baron. That was just... That was just to move over. Kill that ward. Not to start the Baron. They have the 5v4 or the 4v4 potential. They want to go for this. They're going to keep pushing back Bilibili. Can they get anything out of it? Wave control? It's not really a thing. I'm gonna just go back to farming here. And that's going to allow HLE to just continue to be in this game. BLG were behind for so long, but just one kill and a lot of farm is what they're looking at to keep them in this game, and it's worked out because they have the slightest of slight leads. But Drake is up, and that means that maybe we're gonna see a play here as Zeka teleporting in. All ultimates available still. Doran is here. He's hiding in the pit right now. Drake already started. Knight gonna land a nice charm, but the ejection from Peanut is there, and that means that the Drake will go to HLE. It is Drake Soul. And that is a win condition, to say the least, for Hanwha Life Esports right now. Perfectly played by Hanwha Life. They had layers to that one. Peanuts in their forced disengage went awry. They had Doran hanging over the wall with Gnar ulti. They were ready, to say the least. God damn, were they prepared. Viper going to... God damn, that's a lot of damage. That's a Canic Rooker. And oh, this guy's immortal. This guy is immortal now. Are we coming up on an hourglass for Zeka? Because we see a lot of players build just the arm guard at first, as Delight gonna taunt the Baron a little bit. As there's the engage. What an E over the wall, and that's the vision control for Hanwha Life Esports paying off. And now Zeka just gonna keep Jun zoned as the Baron is getting melted here. Can Jun get even get into the pit? Teleport coming in. Does he have the steal in him? No, the headbutt's there. The cease and desist to get into the pit. He's forced to flash away. Doran eating the bullet time, but he's going to be able to grab two. The equalizer goes down. Doran goes low. Nice locket there. Delight gives his life for the cause as HLE are trying to run, but they're running to BLG side of the map, but they found On all alone. And two-man eject means the fight can keep going. It's Elk by himself. Flashes over the wall, finds the waiting arms of Zeka, but Zeka forced to flash away to safety. Jun goes over the wall to follow, but there's no play to continue. And Hanwha Life almost found a potentially great play to put on top of their Baron. They will not, but it could have been really, really important for them to get that. I mean, it would have been just... It could have been game ending. But here, Peanut flies in. Great flash E. Instantaneous execution there. And then the zoning. Doran is getting ulted right now. Delight's taking damage. Doran's also taking quite a bit of damage. And with where Delight is positioned, they just say, yeah. And the first mistake of BLG here is On is way too far forwards. Like, he's trying to lure them in, but he's way too far forwards. And then this ejection is huge, as that just means On is dead. Elk doesn't get hit by the true shot. Zeka doesn't quite have the damage yet that he wants. He wanted that third item, and he's finally got it. No, he doesn't have it yet, actually. They'll get that pot tier 1 finally as well. Great. This is a 3-item Ezreal. Oh, baby. So much damage from Elk, especially hitting into those tanks. Hitting into Delight and Doran is a lot of HP to shred, and that means you're doing quite a bit. I finished as well for Elk. Okay, as Peanut going to get locked down. He's out of position, and he is gone. He is removed from the rift. The bullet time coming out, hitting onto Zeka. 3-man pulverize! Are you kidding me, Delight? And Elk is turning this one inside out now, as Viper is just chasing them down. So much damage from this Ezreal, and it starts as a pick onto Peanut. Zeka followed it up, and Delight is making the difference in this one. Oh my god, Delight finds the play. He salvages this play, as Peanut is just so disrespectful here. Just disrespecting the hell out of Jun and the rest of BLG's engage. Perfectly buffered cease and desist there. They lock down Peanut. There's no chance. Great locket. It's just a delay. And then Zeka's taking a lot of damage here. And Delight, 3-man, gets the headbutt. Flash Q. They sacrifice. But it doesn't even matter that they sacrifice, because Viper picks up the kills after Delight turns the play upside down. This is a very strong Ezreal, if you could imagine. 4-0-4 right now. 3.5 items. He's working towards... I mean, he could be working towards any item. It's Ezreal. Zeka. Wrapping around. They're going to spot him out. Jun going to go in onto Doran. It's going to be the Ocean Drake Soul. Doran, his ulti as Zeka is just causing problems in the backline of BLG. Gnawing that... Vi, Delight, gonna find the kill into Elk just before the bullet time finds him. They'll get the cow, they'll get the Yordle, but they lose all 5 members. They lose the soul, and HLE are gonna pound down these turrets. It's quite a while, though. It's a very slow siege from the Poppy, but they will grab this bot tier 1 or tier 2. Maybe they'll grab this tier 3. They are gonna hit this wave, and they're gonna hit On. And they'll grab this tier 3 in the bot lane. Inhibitor open now for them. As Ani probably can't defend against Zek. I don't think he has quite enough damage. It's tier 2 in mid falls. HLE just had just an all-time team fight right there. After the last one was a bit of a turnaround because of how they started. This was from the beginning, it was a great angle, and it finished as a great angle. Zeka again kind of just gets sacrificed, but bullet time is huge, but Delight just saves this play right here because at least not really play saving, does finish off Elk. Elk was one health. He was gonna either get killed during the bullet time or immediately die to Doron after the bullet time ended. Does get bin the shutdown. Not even a shot. I don't even know if he was worth a shutdown, but it gets bin the kill. That's a bloodthirster for Viper. Viper is immortal. Like, Viper will not die anymore. RFC for Elk here. He needs one more crit. I don't know what he's going to build. That is so much damage. This Ezreal's really fed. And 5 seconds to Baron spawn here. Could spell disaster for BLG in this game. HLE are starting to turn their attention. They're starting to play around this lack of vision from BLG. There's just no setup. Peanut, not going to find anyone. Delight goes in. Knight is down. Zeka's just fighting Bin. The bullet time into the corridors. Nice, but it's a double kill for Doron. Sterax pops. Jun is locked down. Viper will find Bin. Doron falls to Elk, but it's everyone else on BLG falling over. And they're looking at the base. HLE are looking at game 1. And they didn't make it look clean. They had the lead early. They lost it, but they pull it back in the end. And HLE are showing why fans believe that they will win this series. They take the 1-0 lead over Bilibili Gaming in a dominant late game. And HLE, they know that BLG 2-2 against the LCK on the year, and they want to make it 2-3. And Pete, some great plays, but that Baron play is going to always be the one that matters most. Had some nice ejects, had some good engages using the vision that just BLG didn't know about, and eventually it just led to an overwhelming team fight. Just HLE engaging those team fights, navigating them so well. Bilibili didn't even stand a chance. Hope for more of that throughout the series because these team fights have been so much fun. But only one game down. You gotta win 3. So we will see. Can HLE move to match point, or will Bilibili even up the score as we go to game number 2? I'll see you for it. And we are back. It's 1-0 Hanwha Life Esports after a pretty solid late game as we are straight into the draft for game number 2. And they were saying they'd like to see Aurora Yone opened. So about that, it's immediately banned away by Hanwha. They do not want to take any chances with the Yone because that is almost always the champion that gets locked in first. No chances. No Yone. No Aurora trade. Silas and Poppy taken away after game 1. Yeah, Zach and Pina did rather well for themselves in those opening games. Or in that opening game. What? It's singular. They played 1. Renekton taken away from Bin. Okay. What does BLG want to get rid of last year? What is something they don't want to face? It's going to be Doran's Jax. Why would they leave Yone? I'm trying to like say it's not Yone. Why would they leave Yone open then? There's no trade here like there is with the Aurora Yone. It's just gotta be. Right? What? Uh-oh. They're gonna leave it open. They think they can win. That is a scary, scary champion to leave open, to say the least. But Hanwha think they can handle it. They think they have a strategy that beats this Yone. And let's see it happen, because it starts with the Skarner, which is expected. He is kind of the ultimate jungler this season after his rework. And are going to be locked in for Doran again. Not a bad start. They should be. The Sejuani paired with it, the most popular pairing with this Yone besides Skarner, because you can stack so quickly. You can stack those. I actually don't even know if that is passive. It's one of them. You can just. Oh well, technically it's the Permafrost passive, but you can stack Permafrost really quickly because it's Frost Armor. I forgot it's Frost Armor. Yeah, but Permafrost stacks really quickly with double melee side lanes. And ah oh, crowd is getting really into this pick. And it will be the Ari. I didn't know if they were gonna go back. Thought they were gonna bait it a little more. We've seen the Akali mostly played by Maple, who is not here at the moment, but he has shown that you can play the Akali into it and you can win. Ari is probably the other option, I would say. Aurora is the other option, but Aurora's banned. Oh, it's Nuggets. I don't know. I'm disappointed. That's new. Ash and Callista going to be the takeaways. Just not sure. We're all going to be taking away this game. Don't want to take a chance. They're going for support counterpick, obviously. Oh. Ezreal going to be taken away from Viper. Had a very good game one on it. Is a casual 6-0? 7-0. Yeah. Really casual. It's going to be the Kaisa locked in for Viper. Okay. This could be the Xayah Rakan slam like pretty easily. You're giving On a reason to play this champ. Yeah. Don't need to. He'll play it for less reason than anything. Like, he plays this champion that good at this champ a little. And Delight's back on the Alistar. Had such a strong game one. The scoreboard doesn't really reflect. Actually, it does. I thought it was a little bit worse. We've seen. I mean, yesterday we saw. What was it? Hung sacrifice himself so much on this Alistar. Team eventually lost that game, but so many times Hung was the sacrificial lamb. His stat line was like 7 deaths, and half of those were for just getting the rest of his team out with objectives. And I thought Delight was going to do that, but he only sacrificed once. And it's for a Baron fight that they won. They followed up the Baron fight with a fight win. So who cares? Oh my god. This is a confident showing from HLE to say the least. Slamming Silas, first pick of the series, and then giving over the Yone on the blue side, or giving Yone over to blue side, and taking the Ari that just lost, and then just kind of doing a not even a salty run back. I mean, you get Skarner, Ari, run back the Gnar, run back the Alistar, Kaisa. But this is a good comp from HLE. So if they were going to beat the Yone, they can do it. But they gave BLG not just the Yone, but still a pretty solid comp. Like, they got a pretty good comp. Zyra Khan pretty much counters the entire bot lane right now because they want to go forward so aggressively. And then Rumble Sedge and Yone is such a good top half because again, double melees. Melee's really strong as it is time for game number 2. BLG answer back on the red or on the blue side. His last game, it was all elk. And that was about, oh god, not again. No. Not gonna happen again. As Zeka going to tank a little bit of damage from on, but if you saw last game, you know the disaster that broke out in game number 1. That, oh my god, that play set HLE back because they gave over a kill to Knight, and it just kind of, or yeah, Knight. I'm thinking of, it was just so depressing. The light. Oh, Viper went for a ward. So that means Viper's gonna miss XP. They're gonna get Doran level 2. Okay. They're changing up their strategy on this lane swap. They want Doran. Okay. This is interesting. That's a switch up. As teleport coming in from Bin. But you can see that Doran's already level 2. They set that up intentionally. Usually you just instantly see both of them go to the top side and start pushing in the like slow pushing waves. No. Doran, they actually gave Doran that extra bit of XP so he can teleport down to bot lane later as well. But they're going to look for this dive play as flashing away or Doran tanking the turret, so it's not that bad. And we'll be just fine to walk away. And now Doran has to teleport to the bot lane with Delight. Doran looking for that level 3. He wants Hop. Two platings for concerning. Delight. Zeka winning these trades early. We're just going to have to see how this goes because it's only for so long you can win trades against a Yone. Just so, only for so long do you win trades. Eventually, the Yone BS flows through you. Doran dodges away from the Q, or from the feathers, not Q3, feathers. And I'm just going to hit a Gleaming Quill, and it's a walk away. Okay, lane swaps ended. Back to normal lanes. And the gold difference is almost entirely in these plates. Oh. Oh. Not. Okay. Dropped cannon. Name your band that dropped cannon. Nope, never mind. back off of the rest of that statement. I had a thought, and it was not a good one. They're looking for a plan to Bin, but Bin just actually doesn't have flash. They can go for this as Doran hopping behind. The stun doesn't come through, but they're just going to try and get him low, but he's burning Doran right now with the overheat, and now with the shield is back. Jun up here. Doran not mega yet. Peanut flashes away. And Hanwha, again, don't play the top lane play right. They don't have the Meganar in time, and that means that play just kind of falls apart for Hanwha Life. Oh, what a read there by Delight. Don't think it's going to really matter, but it was cool. Oh, Doran going for the solo kill here, but Jun's here, and it's first blood to Jun. Interesting play. Interesting indeed. Holy cow, it's a 1K. What? How the hell is it a 1,500 gold lead? Peanut spotted on ward. And they're diving Doran. No flash. And the regank goes just as well as the initial one. It's 2 kills over to this top side. Oh. That's bad. And 2,000 gold ahead now. Nice play by On. But Delight flashing in. He's going to find On with the stun. And great battle dance there. Already 2,000 gold ahead. Oh my god. Already 2K ahead. They know. They did. They did just see him. Barely. He was just barely not in the bush, which means that Elk saw him walk in. The trample initiated. Okay. Your HLE, how do you get back into this game that isn't just get a lot of kills? Because that's not really a viable strategy half the time. You can't just say, I want 1,000,000 kills and get them, usually. They still could catch out. It's a 2,000 gold disadvantage. It's mostly on Bin. They really needed to focus on getting Doran even and just letting him get back into this game, not focusing on trying to get these kills. But they wanted to go. But Bin really, really just was looking tasty, I guess. And Doran needed to go for that. The actual answer is stall. Stall is an option. Not going to happen. I don't see BLG ever just taking their foot off the gas. I'm looking for a play. Zach has ulti and flash here. The light doesn't have ultimate though. No, there's no way. Not spotted. Now spotted. They only spot out on. That's more than enough to make Delight suspicious of a play. Uh-oh. Viper gonna get caught out. There's the glacial prison. Cleansed away from and just walks away. And that summoner going to just be removed. BLG could start the Drake here with no problems. This is going poorly for HLE, if I do say so myself. This is bad. maybe Peanut can get some ganks off. That is one of the things you need to do is get Peanut in the game. Been kind of or not even AFK. He's been trying, but he just Doran did not want to make that play work, and it was a bit mistimed. Bin is just so strong. Like, look at Doran. He's not hitting anything. This play to steal camps. Doran has no AD, meaning that he's not doing any damage. That auto attack blocking is so big. As nice charm onto Knight, and Zaka gonna chunk him down. Can't see any play. It's get Zeka and Viper ahead. Bin can be ahead, but if you just offset that with getting Zeka and Viper leads, it's playable. As Knight continues to get chunked down, we just need to see an answer from these guys because it is so difficult to set up a play right now. Ow. Ow. That freak hurt. Ow. They want to go for this grub fight here. Peanut has the Impale. They have all the ultis available. But Elk, already level 8. As Delight going to jump in. And Peanut going to get the suppress, but the stun comes through. Onto Jun, the quickness finds Viper. That's the lockdown. The Impale comes through, but it's not going to be nearly enough. Doran's just going to be here to watch his team die, as there is no chance Peanut gets out of there alive. It's a double for BLG. It's going to be the grub sweep for BLG. We saw Hanwha pull it back after an early deficit at the grub fight. And the grub fight doesn't happen. Knight punishes. And they don't even give him a chance. They snuff him out immediately. And Delight and Peanut are going to engage here. And Viper is just... What is Delight? Or where is Viper going to go? Look at where his team is. And so... Uh-oh. Doran getting potentially dove right now. Viper way too far forwards. But they'll be able to at least just survive. Doran very low, very behind right now. Almost 1k. It's still 1k behind. Jun spotted. Gonna get this turret plate. No. 1 health. Been forced to cancel his reset. HLE still have the squad up here if they want to try and go for a play. Not gonna happen. There's no play. They're pretty close to as close to even as they're going to be able to get with what the team is facing. But just this Gnar is so behind right now. It is a brutal game for Doran so far. Oh, it's 3k now. It's getting worse. I mean, yeah. Hanwha have just kind of given these advantages to Bilibili. So it does make sense that... I don't know. It just doesn't feel like BLG have taken anything from Hanwha as much as Hanwha have just given them over, because Hanwha have kind of looked bad this game. I don't know. I just feel like it is completely something that it should be playable. But they're just not playing on their own terms here, as there's the engage from on straight on to Zeka. Zeka's been deleted. And Delight, you got 55% reduced damage taken, but it's not going to matter. It's a double kill for Knight. And this Yone is a little strong. Oh my god, the Yone is very fed. 3-0, already 1,000 ahead by himself. It is going to be such a problem to deal with this Yone. They thought they had an angle, and they just don't. The answer is they don't have an angle to deal with this Yone because he is running amok right now. Just anywhere. He's fought in the top river. He's fought in the bot river. He's been laning perfectly fine. Plating's fall. This shirt's gonna fall. No one's gonna be around to see it. Hunt. That is a bit BM. But there are no gold advantages on the side of Hanwha Life right now. It's very bad. I mean, Elk and Knight both 1,000 ahead on their own. We're looking at Bin almost 1,000 up as well. Just everyone's ahead right now on the side of Bilibili. As Q3 doesn't connect, so can't chase down Zeka. He was looking at it, but not get it. You know, throws the rock. Doesn't even get through on shield. And Shun coming up to the top lane right now. And it should be this turret falling pretty easily. Should be this long gone. Elk gets driven away, but gets the root onto Peanut, and now Knight has teleported into mid. And now no Featherstorm, but they have to deal with the entirety of BLG here. Okay, not Ben. Ben's not here. I lied. But Ben locked down by 2. And that is a play that they like. He still finds the solo on Adoron. And he's going to be able to run away. Zeka, flash, E. And there's the autos coming through. Ben, are you kidding? And now Zeka in danger. He has 6 seconds of stalling to do. The fate sealed will do just that to the Ahri. He's running to the wrong side of the rift. And the Spirit Cleave finishes him off. Oh, the flash engage onto Elk. Have they found the play? As so much damage to flash through, and Viper finds the shutdown. It's something. And that is all you can ask for right now from HLE is something. Because everything is going wrong right now. As, oh. Never mind. Never mind. This is the best play they can make, and that's about it. And Ben still finds the solo kill. Like, god damn. That was a 3-for-1 across the map. A really elongated 3-for-1 means that, you do the math. It's still a -2 on the play. And it is 6,500 gold in favor of Bilibili Gaming right now. It is, things are long out of the bad range. We are just getting into the oh dear god range. Because this is usually where you stop seeing teams, you stop teams from coming back at this distance. Unless, oh, maybe they can get the catch out onto Elk, but On is here. The lockdown's onto Delight, and Delight going to miss the equalizer, actually. Ben misses that, but doesn't even matter. Featherstorm will find the kill. Nice engage onto Doron. He's going to find one onto Jun with the Gnar, but it's not going to be nearly enough. HLE are just getting smacked up in game 2. And this is, yeah, the point where you just can't fight back. 8,000 gold behind. This is the tier 2 gone. If FFing were still a thing teams did consistently, they would be mashing that right now. But Hanwha going to try and find a way back into this game. It's always more playable than ever. Each season they add, there's more and more comeback mechanics. Uh-oh. BLG already trying to find the position. Elk, no Feather Storm available. If Viper can just land the last shot, he will. But he's going to give his life in exchange. Do they have the damage here? As it's a 3-man Q3. The Gnar is nice from Doron, though. And that means that HLE can fight back as Peanut driving into Bin. Just trying to find the damage. Doron locks him down. Shut down for Doron. And the Drake should be Hanwha Life's, surely. No, he's not going for it. It's not worth it. It's so unbelievably not worth to go for that steal. You were up 7,500 at that point. The reason to go for a steal is if it were a disastrous play to not. They catch out Elk. That's really important here. They do get traded. But then BLG kind of don't have anything to fight. All their ultis are down already. So they're going to land this nice engage. But then it's all onto the Gnar. And Mega Gnar is able to... What? Okay. Sorry. I thought that was HLE. I looked at it and I was like, hold on. No. BLG are just shredding this Baron. And it's not even going to be close. It's gone. Say goodbye to it. And the gold lead that was just close to about 5,000 or 6,000. It's back up to 8. Almost, like. And these turn... Oh, no. You could see the top of the recall. That you're not supposed to be able to see that normally. Yeah, it was a bit of a delay more than a stop. A stop. It's kind of just how it's going to be. Oops. As Gnar going to lock down Knight, and there's the ulti. The Fate Sealed is perfect, but the Impale is perfecter, and it's going to be another kill going over to Viper. They still lose the mid turret, as they're going to lock down Zeka. I don't think that's where you want to be, but he's going to be able to get away with the Spirit Rush. That TP kind of sucked, but HLE still in this game, 7,000 gold behind, but they're still alive, and that's all you can ask for right now of them, because it is so hard to fight back against Bilibili Gaming. They're just able to smack you up no matter what right now. On the back of... If Zeka can once again find a really good pick onto Elk or Knight, and it isn't in a position where they're going to have to massively trade for it, that's an angle back into these team fights. It's not going to happen. Just BLG being so out of position that you can get Knight for free is an impossibility. They are taking no chances this game. They want to finish this up. They want to go back to the semifinals. There is no doubt that BLG are going to close this game out cleanly, right? I've seen some throws. I've watched Fnatic before. I watched almost every game of the LEC, damn it. So I know some teams can throw their asses off. BLG are not one of those teams. Especially when you give them Yone in a meta where Yone is the best mid laner on patch. Yeah, they're not blowing this game. As they get the engage. But Elk instantly ulting the equalizer, going to be burning nobody down. But that's a nice route into the Fate Sealed 3-man Impale. Means it's going to be a 1-for-1. But BLG still so full health. It is just Zeka who is healthy, really, for Hanwha Life. And BLG are going to start this inhibitor, but they're not going to be able to finish it. And even though they get 1 kill, it is not that much. BLG were just just so far ahead. It's so hard to fight them. It starts with a good engage by Delight, though. But can't really get the W. Elk instantly going into the Featherstorm. And then this root call means that there's no chance. They get on. But Bilibili really could have ended right there. Like theoretically, not realistic. BLG looking to get 3 Drakes right now. As Delight gonna go forwards onto On. Doron just sitting in the pit right now. It's gonna be a 50-50, and it's gonna go in favor of Jun. Do HLE want to call the fight here? As On has locked down Zeka, and Zeka is gone. They're gonna find On, but they're not even gonna kill him off. A nice 2-man Gnar, but Jun is gonna survive. Elk gets the kill. Viper flies into the back line, and it's not really gonna matter as it is Knight teleporting down mid lane and ending this game. And we're going to just see this one get tied up as they even get the kill in the end. And it is BLG destroying Hanwha Life in game number 2. And we're going to at least 4 games. We got ourselves a series here in the second quarterfinals match. LPL 1 versus LCK 1 means good games for all, baby. Oh, it's not going to be a curb stomp here. I mean, not a curb stomp in the sense of series score, but it is a complete curb stomp in game number 2. It starts with the kills on Bin, and it just snowballs from there. That is all you need to know, because dear God, those 2 kills for Bin. Well, not even 2 kills. Those 2 takedowns for Bin mean that they're pretty free to do kind of whatever. Don't drop him in the river. Oh, you need him for tomorrow. Sorry. I'm looking. They're showing the behind the scenes footage for some of the shots. Very silly. But it starts with Bin and it trickles down to the rest of the team because he's just able to get them so fed with the help of Jun. And so Hanwha Life completely just fumble game number 2 out the gate. Can they pull it back in game number 3? Or will it be Bilibili Gaming continuing to dominate as the winner of this next game goes to match point? So I will see you for game number 3. All right, it's time for game 3. BLG curb stomp HLE to tie up this series. And with match point on the line, are we going to see... I don't think we're seeing Yone ever again. I don't think we're seeing Yone again because of just how hard it dominated the only game it went through. Not Scout. I'm just remembering Scout because I'm like, yeah, he did something. No. Knight made these guys hey. He was not happy to see them say you can't do it. So did a bit of damage there. Actually, Scout played really well on it yesterday. His team let him down. Yeah, that sounds about right. Vi still going to be the ban for HLE. They are able to pivot. No. But they are able to pivot their play around a lot. It's just a matter of getting on that blue side. And that's going to be the Jax locked in for Doron right there. That's going to be the Silas for Knight. Oh, God. And that's going to be Ashe for Elk. Okay, we're just flying through these. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. This is a, okay, an Ari. Nocturne going to be the lock in here. No Oriana still. Okay. Would it just be the Gnar lock in here? We have Cassante available. I don't know. We haven't seen a ton of Jax Cassante. That's the one thing. It's going to be the Gnar. So we don't see double ADCs at least. As we've seen from some teams enter the Jax. It's gone terribly for them. Obviously. Okay. Kai'Sa taken away immediately. Cool. Sedge taken away from shown here. Okay. Wit. Huh? Huh? Okay. We're not a band away from Bilibili Gaming, and that does leave this very, very powerful pick available for On. If they just want to grab that immediately, say, screw support counter pick. We need to get this champion before it's taken away from us. Okay. Could be Rakan instead. They need a bit more of an engage tool than a heal tool, it seems. And Rakan and Braum do two different roles, so. The concussive blows, very nice, but getting more consistent engage is pretty nice. As that is the first area of the tournament, and Delight's gonna lock in the Rel. It's been a bit. It's been a little bit. Let's put it that way. It's been a little. Been a little since we've seen the Zeri. Okay, I'm not sure. Wukong going to be actual last pick. We've seen one Zeri. Oh my god, it's not even in the first tier of. It's in the freaking America's Challengers. The only Zeri pick on 14-18. Let's go back to 14-16 just to give an extra range. Oh, it's 18. We've seen 18 Zeris. That's not a top lane. That's a top lane Zeri. The most recent Zeri pick in Tier 1 League of Legends is Zeus's in the LCK playoffs. Okay, sure. Why not? Let's do this thing. Match point on the line. This is for all the marbles, and you're putting your marbles in a Zeri. Viper obviously has played a lot of Zeri throughout the past 2 or 3 years. How long has Zeri been out? I don't know. It's been a while. So we're going to have to see if a little bit of time off, a few months off of the Zeri here is going to throw off his game. I'm working on finding it. His last game was Summer Split back in August. He has not played this champ since August. So it's been it's been a little over 2 months to the day as Knight going to get the abduct there onto Delight. Immediately going to put this early pressure down for the side of Bilibili Gaming. And are HLE going for a lane swap is the question. They're bringing Delight up here to this top side. They're going to go for an invade as well. Jun can't really contest anything. But Knight is here. If he can hit the abscond and or abduct as he misses Doron. Doron going to be able to get away. They could have ordered that a little bit better. Probably should have started with Fan of Arrows or the volley flurry. Block shot. Always, damn it, my hand was misaligned. That's frustrating. I have others. I hate when I have other things on the nap. Viper and Elk. Oh, it's gonna be a full lane, so flash for flash right there on for Elk or on for Viper. Whoops. That is a good start. Oh, Rangers focus. Who the hell is Flare? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Really good start for Bilibili again. Just starting with forcing out a key summoner from the opponent from the opposing ADC. Knight taking a huge chunk of damage. I don't think he meant to take that much from Zeka's trade, but Zeka really can force him to kind of just play how he wants him to. Okay, both teams went for line swaps. That is what I was. Both teams went for the line swap. Usually you want your Jax to stay into one of the ADC pairings because he's so capable of holding it. He's so capable of holding himself in these lanes even without really doing anything. Just Counter-Strike is really strong. This zoning is really dangerous. Very kind of... Is it not really? I guess not countered by Ashe, but we've seen this matchup so many times. I cannot believe that we are seeing it again. I'm not thrilled. Look, 2022 soured me on Ashe Zeri for the rest of my life. Teleport coming out. Boots and a potion. Oh. Boots and a potion. Fortnite on his first reset. And to see if Zeka can one-up him there, because this should be a situation where he can. Already out CSing, has push advantage, should be able to teleport back. And Bit is just getting to do whatever. Doran just wanting to push his wave out. Wants to base. Port. It's going to be back to the top lane here. Scuttle for Scuttle. Trade we see all the time. He's actually going to be able to walk back to lane. The way the wave state is. Okay. On into light supportal combat. Go. Oh, damn. Oh. Elk is just chunking on Viper there. And with the wave, I believe that is going to be a pushing. No, it's going to be a pushing wave for BLG. Killed off some of the wave. As They're looking for On. No flash available. The crashdown connects. They need to deny the battle dance, but they can't deny it. And now the return trip for BLG. Can they get anything? The stun comes through from Delight there, but Peanut is solo. Jun not able to go forwards. The big laser not going to find anything, and it's so close to picking up first blood for both sides, but neither going to bend or break. Or break. Neither going to break. They'll only bend. Yeah, there you go. The CS diff. 18 CS ahead of Viper right now. Zeri is not a champion you usually expect to see in this kind of meta. This is an engage meta. Zeri can obviously play with it, but usually it's an enchanter meta where you want to play Zeri, since that's where ADCs like ADCs like her are thriving. Doran's gonna get a little bump. Not gonna get the ground broke. I would focusing on that. Champions like Zeri and Lucian are thriving in enchanter metas, but this is an engage meta, so Ashe is going to be better. Obviously, ADCs all played better with enchanters, but when it comes to engage, some of them are better than others, and Zeri's not one of them. Generally, is Viper how blind sidestep finally gets that one. Well played. Why did Doran auto that? What? Gibby Drake Grubs trade very delayed. They're just talking about Viper because Viper does not seem human. He plays so well that it doesn't seem human. Yeah, definitely some of these players have been accused of scripting by someone in solo queue for just being that damn good, but don't think that's the case. As the engage, On is there. He's just gonna use the grand entrance as a grand escape. Or great escape. There you go. Ape escape. Oh, ape escape. There's no joke there. I was just making ape escape references as the stun connects. They're going to keep this going as now the paranoia coming in. Zeka has the ulti to follow, and that's going to be first blood going to Zeka. The laser. The laser for Viper picks up the second kill. And BLG falter in the swapped positions. Eventually, they get active with the Nocturne. The thing that we have seen Peanut do plenty of times throughout his career, get busy. And now Viper is going to be in a great position. Farm evened out. Oh, Doran, actual 0 mana. But the CS is pretty much even, and now he has a gold advantage thanks to the kill. It all starts with the spot out, and they just keep going on to On. And now On trying to go forwards. The paranoia comes in, and Zeka has the damage to finish off Elk. And then the space laser finishes off On there. And Fish Peanut. I know it's Viper, but it looks like fish. It looks like a fish. And the coach not happy, obviously, to see the team perform. To see the team not performing well on their plays right now. I know. But BLG, I would say, should feel frustrated just given how the series has gone so far. Dominating game 2 win. You feel like you got a really good comp here, and it's just can't execute on it just yet, it feels. Or haven't executed at least. And Again, when elimination is on the line, you got to execute, as we are going to have a pause really quickly. Likely peripheral. Nothing was really happening. I can't imagine it being a in-game bug. Crowd just get right. These two teams, I mean, it is. We had a bit of a slower paced game in game number 1, and then high tempo mess in game number 2, and we're back to a slow tempo game. Only 2 kills. Oh, okay, it's just peripheral, but only 2 kills so far, and it's off of a very well timed play based on an overextension from BLG's bot lane. That is all we've gotten so far. It was a good punish, and it's put Hanwha Life into a pretty comfortable lead now. Not anything, I believe it's not even over 1,000, not even over a couple hundred, but it swung the gold back into the favor for their mid and bot carry. And that is probably the most you can ask for in these positions, is your Zeri's behind like 20 CS and down 100, 200 gold. What do? You get him 2 takedowns, including a kill, because why not? And now we're just kind of, I mean, obviously waiting because of the pause, but waiting for a major reason for BLG to fight, because Hanwha are really in a position where they don't care to. They don't need to anymore, because the only reason they really would have needed to fight is to get into the game, to get their Zeri online, to I mean, you don't even need gold to get this Ari online. Actually, Ari's a really interesting champion like that. But we're back into game. I can hear the sound effects. So we're back in, and Grub's in 37. So we'll see if that's a fight. But they got the Nocturne, they got the Zeri into the game, and now it is on to BLG to try and get this Sylas involved. Not because Sylas won't get online, more like an Ari champion. He gets online through farm alone. Zeri is a champ that just kind of needs that little shove because you need so much gold for her. And that little shove is quite a big deal. Oh, wow, that's a big different top lane. Goddamn, Doran was getting bullied. But BLG just bully Hanwha Life out of the top river. They don't really need to. Oh, I think they don't even go for a fight yet. Hanwha just need one, as Doran's starting to collapse here, and they're just gonna give it. They're gonna give over the singular might because they can't really afford to fight right now. BLG don't have the grand entrance yet, and because of that, they don't really have that big CC threat to kick off a fight besides Cyclone. They don't have Mega Gnar available to them. Knight could have stolen possibly the Paranoia, possibly the Magnet Storm, or the Spirit Rush, but without the Gnar and consistent engage for the Cyclone, there's not really a reason for them to fight, especially without the quickness, and especially without Mega Gnar. Because you're really going to have to rely on that Mega Gnar to be a big part of your CC whenever you don't have the Paranoia or the Magnet Storm, and you just can't send Sylas forwards as easily. Oh, wow, Drake already in 20 seconds. I did not even notice. They were talking about how Knight doesn't have teleport, and I was like, oh, that's not going to matter. No, it's 20 seconds out. So Knight needs to start rotating down, but he's already pushing this top lane, as that is Zeka teleporting to bot lane to catch this wave, push it back out, and they're going to start threatening this Drake. Evening this up denies BLG their other win condition right now. or the other condition to really keep them in this game, that pressure is really thoroughly by evening out those Drakes, because that adds another 5 minutes to the game pretty much. Or 5 minutes to the soul timer at least. Oh, sorry. And they're starting up this Drake. They're also hitting the Scuttle Crab, so pretty good. Nope, not gonna. They're not gonna threaten any of this, even though it's a really slow siege. Ah, okay. Hold on. Okay. So, Cloud Drake over, and we. It's a mountain soul. Sorry, the Drake is right next to where my light is, so I'm blinded every time I do it. Second, just trying to trade. I'm just trying to. It's been a year. Damn, it's been a year since Ari lost her. Wow. Is Knight just jumping in onto Zeka. Zeka has the Spirit Rush counter if he wants to use it. He's not going to, though. All right. Rift Herald started. Knight still not able to come to the play. Zeka neither, but Zeka was forced back already, and it's going to be Rift Herald for Hanwha Life Esports. Gold lead. Still only a couple hundred, if even. Like, even that. Not that much. It's not really. It's just going to be a team fight. Zeri got the little shove she needed, and Unreal Life have been using that to kind of just pressure anywhere they need to. They haven't really had to fight, though, at any point, as Rift Herald went down in the bot lane. Are they going to win the race? They will win the race against the Gnar. It will be first turret to Hanwha Life with the help of Shelly. Knight is here as arrow connects. And dropping out of the Herald doesn't save the play, but Cyclone already burned. Peanuts flying in, and now here comes On. Now Viper coming in from downtown. Teleports coming in from the top laners. Knight is popping off right now. Doran's here. Viper's in danger. The Gnar gets cleansed away, but the follow from Bin is there. And now Viper down. Doran needs to save the play, but he's only going to be able to get a double. It's a 3 for 2 for Bilibili Gaming. Oh, no. Actually, it's a 4 for 2. It's even worse. And BLG with a great catch out onto Delight there. The arrow from Elk is perfect. Look at this. Fly. The light gets destroyed. Zeka immediately needs to escape the Rift Herald. They get the jumping onto. Oh, they get the jumping, but that flash means Peanut's so deep, and he's in too deep, and that means that Peanut's gonna fall here tonight. Has just enough. The bonk from Doran gets him out. Viper able to flash away, but flash follow from Bin means that the wallop land, or not the wallop, the rush lands, I think it's called. And then wallop. And BLG found their team fight. It starts as a pick. A pick turns into so much more. Elk only lands the ulti and some extra damage. Very good. I mean, it's good ulti. Who cares? Doran and Delight blow up this turret. As uh-oh. Gonna survive for now. He's gonna get the turret, but he needs Delight here to back him up, and he'll have it. As Doron gets away with the Q and the ulti burned away. All you need. Oh my god, that's... He didn't die somehow. I thought he was. I thought he was dead. They want to stall the base, but they're not going to be able to stop the one base they actually needed to. Because Doron's. They thought they could, but Delight's just standing there. Delight has the ability to just block spells with his body. It's called having a hitbox. Kind of tough. Drake was started by BLG, but we haven't seen them commit to it just yet. Teleport coming in from Zeka. Gonna have a 2-item Ahri in this fight. And Hanwha starting to make their way into the river. John starting to get this thing low. Half health now. 4,000. Arrow connects onto Doran. And Doran just going to get deleted. And down goes Delight on top of it. Viper gives Knight the double kill. And BLG, another game, another team fight win. And it's going to be 2 Drakes on top of it all with a mid turret as well. And everything has fallen apart for Hanwha Life. BLG are not looking like their game 1 selves. They are playing so clean right now. 3,000 gold ahead. They'll pick up the second Drake. And this collapse onto Knight needs to be huge. Knight worth a lot of gold. They need to make it worthwhile. There's the fear coming through to follow up the smite. There's the run away for as long as you can kind of thing. Shield eats the abduct as well. And Peanut's going to pick up the shutdown on to Knight. It's something. It is a response. Look at BLG. They have full control here, and they're in a choke point. Oh my god, the arrow connects perfectly, and that's all that they needed to know. We're going in, and it's perfect. Just gonna keep going forwards. Peanut throws down the paranoia and sits there because he can't really fly into 5 members all at once. Now it is a not Drake Soul threat, but 2,000 gold behind. God damn it. I hate these armchairs, man. 2,000 gold behind a very strong Ashe. Okay. Not that strong. A lot of attack speed with some damage, but not the strongest. No Bork. Are we going to see crit Ashe or are we going to see attack speed Ashe? Because those are the 2 things we see. And we've tended to see attack speed Ashe. Crit Ashe is having some crit is nice, but not that nice. As Peanut flying in onto Elk, and Elk is just wiped off the map. Peanut picks up the first kill. Can they keep this fight going on with a nice 3-man quickness? Jean has found Viper, and the counter paranoia onto Zeka. He's got to dance to survive, and he can't do it. Bin on a rampage now, and BLG get the re-engage. It's a 2-for-1 in their favor. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That is he is the gold difference. Bin is the gold difference. We were saying his goal, I mean, not even his goal, just he is more often than not just assumed best top laner in the world. And he is having such a good start to the knockouts. It starts so well for HLE. They blow up Elk, but then huge engage from On, followed by a big Cyclone all onto Viper, making sure that that 80 threat is gone. And then the steal of the Paranoia to chase down Zeka. And Bin comes in to do another kill of justice. Like, do another one. Why not? Bin having such a good tournament. It is kind of crazy. 4-0-1 on the Gnar this game. He's been playing well, and BLG have been rewarded as they have won their last 2 best of series, and they're looking to make it 3 now at the World Championships. 3 straight wins. As you got to win out from here. It does not matter. The Swiss stage, you got to just show up on this day. And BLG, first half of Swiss stage, and second half is they're going to catch out Doran, but they have a bit of an overcommit. Just switcheroo. Good old Urgot ulti. Both of them had the idea to jump the wall. Neither of them thought that they should just wait. Okay. Very silly plays. But BLG have gotten better since putting Jun back in after Wei had a good summer split. But he's not shown up really at the World Championships, and the swap back has paid off. The swap back has really paid off, to say the least, as they are in a really strong position to take match point here, or to go to match point, not take it. As Delight already chunked down, Bin forcing disengages as On. Gonna have to back off as the teleport comes through. Jun not gonna get feared up. Doran has the Sundered Sky now. As Zeka has caught out Jun. Jun down to half health. Can they find the fight? Doran not quite there. The arrow still connects through the Spirit Rush. They're locking him down, and they're putting Zeka in jail. They've got him, and they've got Delight as well. It's Drake for BLG, and it's going to be Soul Point this time. The last one wasn't. This one's a lot worse, and BLG continue to just execute the game plan. They are catching out individual members of Hanwha Life so easily. Zeka thought that he was the one finding the caught out player, but nah, it is you. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. As they need a steal of a lifetime right now. Peanut needs to be a superhero to get this Viper going into the supercharge. Not finding anything as he's going to be able to jump away to safety, but it's going to be flash disengage from Doran. Have they stalled out the Baron? They have stalled out the Baron at least. Where's the rat? Okay, there isn't. I thought they meant teleport. No. Hanwha Life gonna grab this mid turret with a bounty on it as well, so it's only 3,000 gold behind right now. And this starts with Zek. Oh, never mind. We're already going in. The arrow not gonna connect. It will hit Peanut's spell shield, but it's okay. Like the first arrow to miss, and it still hit someone. We are not seeing a ton of damage out from Elk still. Third crit item for or second crit item. I keep thinking Static Shiv is crit. It gave crit once, right? I'm not insane. Like it gave crit at some point, right? Okay. Sorry. I was looking it up. It gave crit before, right? Yes. It did. Right. I just want to make sure. Thought it was a Zeka. Chunking out Jun right there. Gonna take a big chunk of response from 1Q. Okay. What are HLE going to do here to play? What's the game plan? No. The vision is really good for BLG right now, but Hanwha have a little bit of deep, or BLG have some good deep vision. Hanwha currently can see the pit. That's kind of important. You can see that one ward on there. It will get spotted out if BLG ever do decide to just go for it. But for now, good ward. Bonk, and it's gone. There's zero vision now for Hanwha Life in the Baron pit. They're going to keep it going, though. No, okay. I looked at the minimap. I did not know. I saw an auto attack animation going through. It was just a kill. Yep. Okay, it's crit. It's going to be crit Ash. But usually crit and attack speed overlap each other for most items. The only crit items I could think of that don't give attack speed, i.e. Actually, no, there's a lot that don't, but the overlap is there. Like, you can go RFC, you can go Brunons. Yeah, there's options. Okay. The item that sits next to Phantom Dancer that I don't remember the name of. BLG are just going to start bodying HLE out of the river here. Slowly but surely, they burn Zeka's ulti. And if BLG are just going to walk at them right now, just say, fight us, as been caught out. And he's going to get arrowed. He's just going to be able to survive. And he's going to go Mega. Mega, and that's what matters right now, is Knight on the flank. Spotted. The light gonna go in. Jun jumping in onto Doron. Doesn't get the steal. Doesn't connect. It's gonna be a Drake for Hanwha. But Knight's waiting on the other side. And he's gonna just go 4v1 mode right now, as he's not gonna find a light. He's gonna leave it for Jun. Peanut gets the fear. Peanut getting chased down. Dodges away from the abduct. Knight killing spree. 6 kills on the game. And even when they lose the Drake, they win the fight. Just unreal from BLG right now. And it is Knight playing otherworldly. His 13th kill of the series now. Oh my god. They'll get the tier 2 in mid thanks to Knight. They'll get the Baron, and they will go up 7,000 gold. I was gonna say to 59,000, but I can't. I mixed them up in my head, I guess. I don't know. It starts with Bin. I thought Bin was caught as well. Like, I thought Bin was super caught. Gets the hop, survives. On is doing God's work right there to make sure he is alive. Knight is just chilling. He's just fighting the light right now. The light can't engage. They do not get that. The smite is like 100 health early or something. As Arrow connects onto Peanut. Good block there to make sure Zeka wasn't getting hit. Ugh. 6K gold lead for BLG right now as they are looking to just march in these waves, get the mid-top pressure that they want. Start killing off these turrets. Peanut smiting down the cannon, and Viper will be there to finish it off for now. As Bin has pushed in the way, but Doran going to just hold it there with the counter-strike. Just count. It's always just count. I call it counter. Just going to keep catching these waves, though. Hanwha Life clearing them out pretty well as Doran makes an interesting choice. Or Joan makes a good choice, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. They've started to back off BLG, though. They've answered these waves pretty well. And they have to start backing up. How long can they keep this up for? The answer is not much longer as this tier 2 falls. HLE just have to cede that pressure. As there's the arrow connecting onto Zeka. That's all they'll get. These Qs are what's that? Oh, they're gonna get the jump. They just have the ward, and that means Elk is gonna get jumped on by Paranoia. Faker hides on Bush, and he finds an assist in a game he's not even a part of. Good job, Faker. Hiding on Bush. The Baron buff technically lost a lot of its value because of that kill, but HLE giving up that turret is just so important. Giving up those two, or not even two, just that one turret in top lane actually is a really good hold. It still sucks, obviously. But HLE hold as best they can. Going to maintain the 6,000 behind right there. This is so. This is really important as HLE need to start winning these. That's going to be 3 crit items as the Mortal Reminder are going to hurt pretty hard, actually, for Knight, and only Knight for now, and Rakan, obviously. But this arm guard is going to be crucial in keeping this game alive. And teleport coming in from Doran as Knight going to land the stun, coming off of the abscond, dodge away on, jumping over to the side. The Paranoia comes out, but Peanut is still going to go down as Bin picks up another one, having a phenomenal game. He's going to go into the GA. Knight in deep. Arrow connects onto the light. Jun going forwards. Jun double cyclone. He'll give his life, but it's for all 5 members of Hanwha Life. Doran is popping off. He dodges away from the abduct, but it's just going to delay the inevitable. BLG are crushing Hanwha Life in games 2 and now 3. They're going to look for the rest of this base. They are looking to end it. They are looking for match point. They want to go back to back as semi-finalists. And Peanut, 2 seconds, 1 second. Can he find the play? He needs to save it. It's a Paranoia for Knight, though. And it is the Nexus for Bilibili Gaming. And Hanwha Life go down to match point, their final life in the tournament if they don't come out on top in this one. And it's what happened before happening some more. BLG went undefeated against Korea last year in best of 5s. And it hasn't been undefeated this year, but they're looking to do it as they take the 2-1 lead. Last year, of course. Oh, last year, Gen.G in the quarterfinals, and they took down Gen.G. They eliminated the Korean champions from the World Championships, and now they're one win away from doing it again. Take out the Korean champions, go to top 4, rematch with Weibo. Like, this is textbook. The same damn tournament for BLG right now. Minus the 3-2. They went 3-0 last year. Or they went 3-1 last year because they faced JDG. That's right. But besides the 3, like, there's a 1-game difference in the Swiss stage. No, they went 3-2 last year. Oh my god, they did. Oh, I thought they faced JDG in the 2. In the 2-0. No, they faced them in the 1-1. So, yeah. Actually, this is textbook. Near identical. The losses were in a different spot, but go 3-2, face Korean champion in round 1, have a match with Weibo Gaming. Like, this is exactly the same story. And if they can finish game 4 with a win, or game 5 with a win, if it should go to that, they get their rematch of not only last year's Worlds, but also LPL finals this year. Yeah, summer finals at the LPL was between Weibo and Bilibili Gaming. It was a weird experience that we all just collectively had. But as I just said, 2-1 lead for BLG. Will they finish the job and knock out the LCK champions once again for the 2nd straight year? Or will Hanwha Life send us to Silver Scrapes for the first time this World? I will see you for game number 4. And it is match point time. BLG lead 2-1 here in the quarterfinals of Worlds 2024. Can they close it out and once again head to the semifinals where they will face Weibo Gaming? Or will HLE send us to the funny song? Like 3 minutes. Like 3 minutes of funny song. Now, that's an instant Yone ban, and that is an instant Ash ban. They've been pivoting that last one, but they've been hell bent on keeping Elk off of the Kalista, and after game 1, keeping Jun off of Skarner. Even though they won again. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They did not want to give it to him. Sedge going to be the last ban here, so Peanut not going to be on the board, lady. And Silas is 8-0 at Worlds. Why the hell not? Yeah. Zeka 2-0 at it now. 2-0 on the Silas now after the first game of the series. And 12-2 in his career on the international stage. Jack's response. Ah! Oh, Poppy locked in response. Been getting the Jacks and Jun getting on his Rakan. Oh, my freaking elbow hurts. Nerve? I don't. The funny bone isn't a bone, it's a nerve. I saw. Okay, they're gonna lock in the whole bot lane. And again, Viper going to get banned out. They've banned like 2 to 3 of his champions this entire series. Every game. They don't want him to be on something he can play. He carried game 1, and they want him off of it. Gonna be Jun off of the Wukong. Had a great game in game number 3. And no more Monkey King. He's not the Monkey King. Legally not the Monkey King. There. Zaya taken away as well into the dive comp. Or less of dive, more go forward comp. You know what I mean. And Vi gonna be the final ban here. There you go. What are they gonna take here? Because they could just take the jungle and call it a day. And it's gonna be the Kindred for Jun. Zeka very familiar with this champion. His teammate won Worlds with it. Oh. Are they going to go for the misfortune with the Gnar? It's going to be Rel. It's going to be Peanut back on this. Poppy had such a good game on it in game one. Oh. And it's Galio in for Zeka. Oh, God. Okay. Oh. Let's go. This is going to be good. Rakan with this Galio is going to be perfect. It just ruined someone's day. On my knee. This is a bad time to beat my knee. Hi. But now it is like the calm before the storm for real this time. Like outside of game, this is the calm before the storm because this is the throw everything at the wall games for these two teams. Like for HLE, this is going to be the throw everything, and for BLG, they have reached a point where they can throw something crazy out there, and we're going to see the Kindred for the first time this tournament, and that is going to really be awesome. Hell yeah. We're into the game. Can BLG finish the job, or will the Kindred Galio fall at the hands of Hanwha Life, and we will hear the goofy Bwee Woo song? It is. I mean, either way you cut it, there's going to be one champion moving on after this. Only one regional champion could stand after this round. Unless FlyQuest Blood and Upset, I'm just going to say it now that there's one team that will be representing their region as the 1 seed. And if Hanwha wanted to be them, if Peanut wants to pick up his first world championship, if Viper and Doron want to pop off, Delight wants to, or Viper and Zenko want to pick up their second, and Delight wants to prove his old team wrong by winning it with somebody else. They've got to show up in these 2 games now because it is all on the line. So the lane swap comes through for Bilibili Gaming. It is a Jack, so he will be chilling for the most part, but still not an optimal matchup as HLE are aware of what's going on. So Doron's here to help Zeka push out this wave and get some XP. As Knight gonna dodge away from the abduct. Zeka now level 2 with the pressure Doron is also putting on Knight. It just means that it's a waiting game. Doron's working on coming down. Peanut is here. on level 2, so he has the Q and the W at least. That is all they have. Is Doron is going to have to teleport to top side. Going to make his way to the bot lane. Peanut is spotted out, but Bin's only level 1. Trying to hold the counter, and it's going to be able to get him quite far, but there's the flash E from Peanut, and there's so much healing coming through from On, and Bin survives the dive. A plating will fall, but are they going to go for the redive as there's the jump in from Delight? The Q connects. Doron will finish this off. And Doron will survive on a sliver of health, on doing all he can, but it's not going to happen. First blood goes through to Viper as well. More platings go over to Viper and Delight on top of it as Flash auto to stop the reset. Doron still has teleport to the top side. Can Doron get there in time? He needs to base so badly. Delight needs to interrupt this. No. Teleport coming in. They're going to send... Okay, they're going to send Viper to the top side. This is really big. I mean, he's going to be behind for now, but he is outpacing Viper by a level. And missing out on a lot of money and XP is kind of a problem for, well, obviously everyone, but Viper in particular, because he's going to have to, you know, now shove this wave out. Going to just be chilling in lane for a bit. Oh. I mean, 700 gold ahead. They got 2 platings and the first blood down here. So they did get still quite a bit comparatively. And Finn was kind of just stuck. It's going to be another plating going over to Viper and Delight here. His Bin really just can't do anything to answer this. On coming back up to top side. Try and help here is Doran just plating into Elk right now. Viper is just going to keep pace, though, as best he can with Elk. And on here now to cover as there's the jump in. And Viper going to just walk away. They will get the airborne as Zeka taunted up. Jun is hunting the Gnar right now. Zeka doesn't really have a good ulti to steal. He's going to steal the Galio ulti and see if he can grab someone to engage with as he's looking to help out at this Grubs play. X-Flash backwards, not going to go blindly, not knowing where Jun and Knight are. There's a lot of damage coming through. And now the Galio ulti coming in for Zeka. Going to keep his jungler alive. This Doron very low. It will be the first set of Grubs over to BLG. At least they get something back here. Peanut kind of just overextending. I think he should have been a lot more cautious than he was. But simply, just not really a reason for him to be positioning that aggressively when the rest of his team is still working on getting that control. But it is what it is. On spotted out. Just gonna be Scuttle Crab picked up for Peanut with the smite. Nothing crazy happening so far. been gonna zone Doran off with the ability, with the fact that he just is level 6 and Doran isn't. If he had boots finished, the zoning would work a lot less, but it's, can't even afford them, so that's fine. As now the advantage has swung in Bin's favor, thanks to him farming. Doran doesn't have ulti still, and Bin is gonna chunk him down to nothing. As Viper going to put a good amount of bullets into Elk. Elk responding with them in kind. No. Not. And another plating going over to Viper and Delight. That is plating number 4 for them. They're chilling. Oh, this is different. Obviously, Thirst item, no surprises. Level disadvantage in exchange for gold advantage is a trade-off that you can argue till the end of time. Depends on the champ, I guess, is the answer. Doran back in this game now. Wave is shoving, though. He's gonna get chunked so heavily there by Viper. It is just so devastating. It is so devastating here for Elk. Even though he has slight advantage, he is just not able to keep like the damage the Light and Viper can output in just a little bit of time. 2 bullets or so is crazy. Peanut has rotated up. If Jun is allowed to show, then I feel like Peanut is. Stun not gonna connect for Doran, and now Nar connects the wall, and that means stun comes through. Peanut is gonna get stunned up. He's gonna be able to run away. He's pretty fast. Nimbus Cloak with Water Walking is very strong. I think it's Nimbus Cloak Water Walking, right? That's 100% Nimbus Cloak. Oops. Hi. Dead. Yes. Celerity Water Walking Nimbus. Yeah, I guess I have that open now in case I need any stuff. BLG going to just grab the Drake for grubs here. HLE just want to grab these 3. It is an early Cloud Drake, so a little bit of out of combat movement speed is nice. Nothing crazy. Gun is coming down here. Elk going to grab a turret plate for the first time this game. Zeka steals Odd's ulti. He's going to start positioning forwards. Rubs go down. Zeka's kind of playing off vision, but he's back. He steals away some camps. Zeka's positioned very aggressively here. There's the ulti coming through for Zeka. And Delight coming over the wall. Doesn't even need to. Jun took a lot. That is a very strong quickness. As nice ulti from Doran there. Misses the wall up again. 2 times. Peanut not spotted. Been using his ulti. And now Peanut is here. And he's going to send him back to base. His teleport coming in from Zeka. And they just get that gone. Viper getting another turret plate. Teleport coming in from Knight. There's no chance they survive this, right? Yep, Viper's dead. Delight just gonna walk away. That is a very good kill for Elk. And this mark goes to Shun. The war is won. The Great War is won by BLG. A mark. A Pyoshik. First mark. Okay. It's look. The kill marks have been kind of rough to grab, okay? A little rough. It's fine. If Gerald started high on. Jun gonna start this. They still have the ability to engage this play. It'd be really difficult as the Meganar is in the bot lane and Peanut is not really interested in stealing this. He's gotta give this over. Might barely misses. And it's starting to be a swing back into BLG's favor. A little bit. A kill of Rift Herald, okay? Look. Take what you can. As we've seen that pretty much all the gold leads you can ask for HLE or BLG can and will get closed down. Gun spots Peanut and vice versa. Bin's big gold lead has disappeared. Problem for Bin and BLG to solve because Bin was really fed last game, if you remember. And everyone on BLG was fed last game, but Bin got really fed on the other side of this matchup. Out getting chunked down. Can they land? They can land the combo. That would be really big for them, obviously. They don't need to force any engages. Good. That guy just gonna come up to this top side as Goron and Knight meet each other. Is there any real like gold breakpoints? Not really. Everyone's still on one item. And BLG are gonna start this Drake. And oh no, I don't have anything. Zeka will grab this turret at least. Or get close to it. That is Earthwind of Fire. Good job. But Rift Herald will get this turret, meaning that it will be 1-1 in the turret count. Doran should be here to answer this quickly. Grab the stack. And no stack again. You steal or I don't remember that voice line. I remember a lot of Kindred voice lines. Kindred voice lines are awesome and very fun. They have some really good interactions. Okay, they know. There's no way they let that happen. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna steal this away. Yep, Peanut's just gonna dip out. Give it over. Okay, where are we in the... Oh, hello again. Let's... 2 items for most people should be coming up. Got it. I'm gonna jump in onto Delight here. Elk laying a few of the missiles there. Tiny bullets. Zeka. Spotted out. Now Jun coming up to the top side here. They have an angle as there's the lockdown. Flash forced out of Zeka. The Galio ulti comes in. And they're just going to obliterate this turret really quick. Again. Hanwha don't really seem to have a play available to them. That misses Peanut. The Light wants to commit to this. There's teleports coming in as there's the crash down. There's the magnet storm. And there goes Jun. Viper. Second kill of the game comes through. And finally, Hanwha Life do something on the offensive after BLG have been on it for quite some time. It's a 1,500 gold lead for Hanwha Life Esports now. Oh. Oh, they missed that one. Okay. Oh. That's going to be IE finish. With the... Oh, not the... Oh my god. Execution coming through as well. Rage Blade finish for Elk. Should have, I believe, upgrades. Executioner should give you almost all of your upgrades. Because you get 80 upgrade off of your Rage Blade. Then you get E upgrade off of, and you get the final upgrade off of, your Ashers. Gonna chaunch away. Okay. Oh. Gonna keep poking at each. And where is Peanut when you need him? As here he comes in, steals it away. The Gnar is nice. The bullet time connects, but Jun gonna be able to throw down the ulti, and on top of it all, Elk is flying in. Thanks to On getting the mark. But Zeka is doing so much damage. Can he carry this, though? As it is him versus everybody on Bilibili Gaming. And it won't work. Triple kill for Elk means that BLG are dead even in gold. And again, they just absolutely kicked his throat down. They're calling for Baron. They're spotted. Nah. Not gonna go for it. bit of a good idea. They steal the Drake. How does the fight fall apart? Well, I know how it does. Yeah. This ulti, so good. On doesn't get ejected quick enough, and then Bin doesn't get ejected at all. And that means that there's marks of plasma. Elk can fly into the backline, kill off Viper, and then Delight just can't do anything. There's no other damage dealers besides Zeka now. And so you're relying on Zeka, and Zeka's a melee champ, so he can only do so much without any peel. And oof, the Poppy ulti was just a bit rough. Yeah. Oh. And Bin doing so much. There's a reason why Bin doesn't get the Jacks most of the time. And this is why. This is why Bin is not allowed to play Jacks. He is too damn good at it. But HLE are going to try and get the Baron here. They're going to try and sneak a Baron. They're going to spot out the fact that they're doing it. And it's time to steal it away if they can. Or just purely, completely fight them off. As the Blast Cone is gone. Down to 5k. They need to get Jun out the pit. It's up to Doran. And he's going to gnaw onto On. That's not where you want to hit. Because now the Galio's in the backline. Delight is in there trying to zone the bullet time. Will connect onto Knight. And Doran going to pick that one up. The eject hits as well. But Jun is finding the kills as it is down to 3,200. BLG are going to try and go for it themselves. Peanut is into the pit. On is gonna survive. The Baron is invulnerable. The smite doesn't matter. Jun is down. Can Hanwha win the fight? They will. They get the Baron. They get the fight. They swing the gold in their favor. Burger flipping the Baron. Are you kidding me? And it is just disaster. Just chaos incarnate here. And it starts with the engage onto the back. It's a war on two fronts right now. And a great stun to cancel the ulti. But everyone has the magic shields right now. Then Jun dies. This eject buys some time. It determines... maybe we're not going to go for this. But Jun walks back, says, we are going for this. Saves On's life. But this actually gives so much time for Hanwha Life to set up any play. And the healing means Zeka's going to survive. Peanut's going to survive. And Hanwha Life Esports are going to be able to grab the Baron. The Baron was just in there. Peanut wasn't in range yet. This is, these two teams are not afraid to just throw it all, just throw everything at each other, aren't they? Just fearless. Whew. Just calling for the Baron there led to so much. Just chaos as Zeka just going forwards gets the Galio ulti. That's going to be extra coverage for Peanut or for Delight to get in there and fly in and do not Galio things actually with the Galio ulti. It would be Drake's all point if BLG can grab this. They've started to zone them off. They don't know where Bin is yet. The Drake is going to get stolen. And now the fight begins as there's a Galio. Dueling Galio ultis. This is insanity. Zeka finds On and going in is Bin. And now Elk has followed him. The taunt is huge. And Knight takes care of Viper. Elk takes out Delight, and this Lambs Respite is ending. It's a double now with the Void Seeker for Elk, and Hanwha are running away. Can they survive their own Drake fight? The stun comes through, and there's the real weapon for Bin. And Knight is just tanking up this turret for his team. Jun will die, as Knight is taking a lot of damage from Zeka right now, but the hit squad is here to help him out, as there's the re-engage. I don't think that's where he wanted to go, but he has the Jax ulti. He goes into the Zanyas, and finally, he falls. Shut down for Bin, and BLG are coming out on top of the chaos. Just what am I watching? This is chaos incarnate. The steal from Gen.G's over the wall just in time. Just has the range. Everything's going so well. And this looks so sick. Look at this. Bang! And then it looks like it's going to go so well for HLE. But this taunt right there. Bin stuns into Knight's taunt. Means that Elk can fly in and do so much. Elk has enough mana. Just enough mana for that. And the disappointment is there for the Hanwha fans, because that was so playo. That looks so good for you starting that fight. But the jump in onto Viper is absolutely massive. Oh, and Bilibili Gaming are more than capable of punching back, fighting back. 7,500 damage pretty much from Zeka. That is insane. Look at these numbers. It is Zeka versus the world here. And we still have another fight. We still have objectives. Oh my god. We still have a Drake soul to get. If that was what the teams did for the sole point, what the hell are they gonna do to and BLG as the soul available? Oh my god. Just what the hell? Okay. Uh-oh, Elk forced to cleanse. And here comes the Galio. The heroic entrance is here. The teleport's coming in. And it's Knight who gets sacrificed for Elk. And just the hide on bush. We've been seeing it from the wards. We've been seeing it from the players. Hide on bush. And now Hanwha are going to be able to jump in, grab this turret really quickly, and keep exerting pressure on the map. And now Baron on the Rift. 4v5. No Knight available. That is your big tank, your big beefy guy to try and do this. Bin is going to grab a turret in the bot lane. Is that going to be enough? He's teleporting up. He got the push in. And now he is coming in hot. The Gnar ulti is still a work in progress. Has been going to get a nice two-man stun. He's going to go into stasis as Knight is coming back, but Bin's already down. They're looking to burst down Doran, possibly. There's so much damage coming out there. The Baron getting involved. He is doing a lot as well. And BLG are just going to get off. And Knight is standing here. And Jun grabbing the mark. This would be number 5. And now Doran back in the play. He's building up the Narbar. Baron has been started again, down to 7k. 5k to go until it's time to shine. The Galio ulti coming in. It's a 1-for-1. The bullet time hitting on tonight. Zeka is getting deleted by Knight. Doran is gone. Can they find P? No! Jun gets the Lambs Respite at the last possible second, but it's not going to be enough. The damage is there. Elk putting it back in kind. It's 3v1. Does he have it in him? Peanut, 1 health. Elk dodges away with the supercharge. Gets the double, but it's a shutdown for Zeka. Are you kidding me? This is just madness. Q on the floor saves the play. Peanut would have died had that Q not connected. And this all starts with the sacrifice from On here and a great ulti to try and salvage the play. Viper is hitting so hard with this bullet time, but it's Knight. Zeka for so low, and then Doran already low from that initial engage. This is a picture-perfect Lambs respite. If not, Jun dies, Knight dies there, and it's just Elk by himself. But then Knight has to give his life. GA pumped onto Viper. That he connects, Elk is dead. He has enough to land the Acathian Rain and get the stasis off. And then Elk throws everything, dodges with the supercharge, but the Q finds him, and it's so just chaotic, messy, and everything about it is exactly what I love about this. Just when two teams have nothing to fear, they do not fear each other, they are not worried. They are just going to go in as On is way too deep. Galli ulti's going to pop, but I think it's not where you want him to be as the engage. The follow-up is there. Elk finds one. Elk is down. It's up to Jun. It's up to Bin. Knight is doing so much damage, but Doran is going to survive. Bin going to find him in the end as it's a double kill now for Bin. They're trying to turn the fight onto onto HLE. Delight running away. He's going to be able to get the crash now, but he's slowed, and that means Jun is going to find him. He's going to kill him. Flash force. Jun still chasing as there's the Q forwards, and it's going to be enough to get Delight, and now Zeka Lamb's respite in hand. Oh my god, it is the Drake Soul for Bilibili Gaming. There's no doubt about that one, at least. No, he's just farming. I thought he was looking at it. I thought he was looking at it, and I would have called him nuts. Oh my god. These two teams are just throwing everything. Kitchen sinks are being launched right now. This is just team fight after team fight. Is it finally going to be the Baron? We've had one Baron. We fought over... This is the third Baron fight for just this one. And we will. It's going to be a Baron. Bilibili Gaming. Secure it. We're safe. Oh, my God. And BLG... On blew this play. It's only going to be a Galli ult onto Zaka, but a great flash W. Double grounds there. Not enough. Viper dies. Elk, his job is done. And now it's up to Jun to switch from jungler to AD carry to hyper carry at that. And they're going to just make sure Delight falls, most importantly. Is they just want Delight to go down first and foremost, as there's the slow onto the slow. Already slowed, I should say. Oh my god. That team fight, that's a lie. There's way more. That team fight went on for 4 minutes, and you know it. 700 gold lead. All that for 700 gold. I'm sorry. Wait, 2,500 gold ahead now. He's 67 farm up. There's Gnar down 1,500 now. Bin is such an issue that Hanwha are just going to have to solve. This is the jump in onto Doran. Is Knight, or jumping onto Knight is there. And there's a lot of damage coming out, but Zeka just doesn't do anything. Even with the Void Staff, he's only going to be able to get him down to half health. As Bin is just shredding this top turn, and maybe they're looking to catch him out as here comes the teleport from Knight. Peanut ease onto the wave to get out from the counter as BLG have opened up the base. 37 minutes, but it feels like it's been 50. And finally, the inhibitors will fall for Hanwha Life. 1 health. Are you kidding me, Bin? 1 health on this freaking inhib. Tonight. Gonna be pretty bulky. Bin going forwards, has the ulti. He can't find anybody, though, so he's just going to pop the ult and keep beating down the wave. Is Knight going to go finish off this inhib? And now the wave onto the Nexus turrets. BLG are just systemically removing every option for Hanwha Life in this game. As they're not going to find anyone with the Galio ult. And the misfortune. The bullet time not going to connect. The heroic entrance for Zeka not going to connect. They've removed all the options. They're on to Nexus turrets. The first one falls, but they don't have the health bars for the second one. Bin took the reset, and they're just going to play patient. They're not going to throw everything away. We saw yesterday that it's not worth it. We saw LNG. We saw that happen for LNG. They thought they can end the game, and they were swiftly paid back as they got wiped. They got wiped and lost that one. So BLG learning from their LPL opponents, rivals, and brethren, not overcommitting to try and force end the game, knowing that they'll have plenty of angles, even though they're only 4,000 gold. I mean, the gold lead doesn't matter. It's near full build Silas. Full build ADCs are already out. This is going to be nearly full build mid. 4 item top lanes coming through now. Like, there is really, gold difference is just minute details. It's just a GA versus not having one. It is some extra resistances more than it is the core items now. As HLE circle around their one turret, this is all they have left of their base. This is all they have left of their world's run. They need to find a miracle and keep this turret alive, but there's a 2-man engage, but it's already one down. The Nexus turret falls, though. Bin and Shun finish the game, and BLG, for the second year in a row, knock out the Korean champions, and they punch their ticket to a date with Weibo Gaming. Oh, and they go from almost out of the tournament to knocking out Peanut and the Dream Team as they silence the haters. They silence the doubters here in Paris. And they have made top 4 for the second straight year and the second time in their org's history. And oh my god, what a way to finish it. Just down to the wire, team fight after team fight. And Hanwha could not match the pace, sadly. Just not enough in the tank to finish the job. And I believed in HLE. I think I took him in pick'ems, even though I said BLG was going to win. I just thought BLG were really shaky entering knockouts, which is kind of depressing. But it is the end of the road for Hanwha Life. And once again, the end of the road for the Korean 1 seeds, as they will fall short at Worlds for the second year in a row. And it's going to be on T1 and Gen.G, the 2 seed and the 4 seed, to carry the legacy. But only one of them can make it. They have to go through each other. That's the thing here, is we are guaranteed an LPL team in the finals now. But it's not quite clear cut. We'll have to see tomorrow how things go down, obviously, because it's very dependent on the matchup in the semifinals. But 3-1s for the LPL, even though it would have been LPL, one LPL in the semis no matter what happened. It is good to see both of them make it, and it's a rematch, so that's always really fun to see, as these two teams have changed a little bit over the past year, and it's going to be fun to see how they play each other. But for Korea, your champions are out. Your champions didn't win it last year. T1 were the 2 seed coming in to Worlds last year, so it wasn't quite the LPL 1 seed, or the LCK 1 seed has never been ultra impressive compared to the rest of the LCK. Like, T1 won from the 1 seed. It was T1 won from the 1 seed. KT lost as the 1 seed. Gen.G have lost as the 1 seed several times now. Like, it is, the 1 seed is really good. Like, the 1 seed makes knockouts pretty much every single year, but it's wildly dependent on how they play and who they get matched up against. Like, this is an unreal matchup for quarterfinals, which is just how the draw goes. But to China in the semis, China in the finals, guaranteed. It's just going to be a matter of, is it Bilibili going for the first time, or is it Weibo returning as the miracle run continues? And that is it for today. Another 3-1 as China take care of the LCK champions to make the semifinals. And we're down to the final 2 matchups of the weekend of the quarterfinals. Top Esports take on T1 tomorrow. And then on Sunday, Gen.G take on the last vestige of the West in FlyQuest. And that is we'll see how that goes. I have no faith in FlyQuest. But that is this has been the kimchicast. I've been your host, Box Kimchi. I will see you tomorrow for Top Esports T1. Have a good rest of your day.